Bob is brewing his famous Bob's Brew, even as we watch. See the steam coming off? And what's happening now?
Bob. What's happening
We're
now?
looking inside.
I'm checking the temperature
Temperature is checking.
of the water dispenser. About 174, 175. It looks like it's going to be about like 175. Okay, I have to lift this up on top of the table over here. The mash tun. It has the grains in it.
And Janice is Bob's helper. She knows all the temperatures, all the times. She sets the alarms.
I'm gonna run and hide. Oh, and make sure you show Caitlin and the baby helping out here.
Oh, and here is the tasters. Oh, the tasters are incognito
Look at that
today.
beautiful red hair. Oh my gosh.
The
look
taster
at it.
has red hair. We can't see much more about the taster. There's a little taster in there also.
Baby taster.
Oh, there's a baby taster right there.
Sleeping.
Leo is the baby taster. And Caitlin is the adult taster, who is a little camera shy. No problem. We'll pan away and see what's happening. Oh, look, there! All the tasters have arrived. Now what's happening, Mr. Science?
We're going to sparge the mash. We're going to wash all the sugar out of all the grains. And it's all going to run down into this bucket. Then we're going to put it from the bucket back into the boiler.
All right.
You want to take a shot down here in the top
Yes,
bucket?
let's take a look what's going on inside here.
Smell that? That's beer.
Oh, yes. Smells delicious. That's very interesting.
You get to see in there?
It looks like
I'm gonna
something
open
on
up the
top
valve
of a
the bottom.
pond.
Whoa, whoa,
to
he's
get
opening
my,
the valve.
The valve is being opened, and
The grain bed has to settle. So I'm going to take some of the grains out of the bottom first. See the beer coming out.
oh, look at that. The beginnings of a new batch of beer. It smells delicious. Oh, look how thick it is. And the thicker beer has the lower alcohol concentration, correct, Mr. Science?
No, this ought to be pretty well balanced between body and alcohol.
That's all I'm saying, huh?
Start letting it run in there.
And we pour it back on top.
Yeah, I want to make sure that like if any grains were coming through, that they wouldn't be in the boil.
Okay.
We're just
Here's beer tester number 3. Uh-oh.
Right, he's swinging at the tree.
There's a little beer tester around the corner. So we'll give this a pause while this drains and we'll check in later.
You have to, as it's coming out, you want to keep all the grains wet when you put the sparge water on top to keep washing it. If the grains bed gets dry, then when you put the sparge water on top, it only take the sugars out of certain places in the dry grains where it hits. So as this goes down now, when it gets down a ways, I'm going to add more hot water on top.
And it's draining down in here.
Sparging the grains. Put some hot water through about 175 degrees. And I want it to go slowly, washing all the sugars out of the grains about the same speed as the warts coming out the bottom. I want to get about 6 gallons to come through, because when I put it in the boiler and boil the beer, it's going to lose about
Here's
a
the
gallon.
taste tester who's had too much to taste over here.
Did you taste it?
I tasted it.
That's about
Is it good, Leo?
She's a Corona.
Oh, you like it, don't you?
It's been sparged.
wort has been sparged.
Don't tell.
All the sugars are out of the grains, and they're in this bucket. And I have about 6 gallons in here. Now I have to
Oh
lift this up
my.
on the table and drain it into this container.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here it comes.
Other side.
This is the sparged beer.
This is the wort. This is what's we're gonna boil this next. When it starts to boil, then we put in the hops for flavoring. You put in the hops at 3 different times. You put it in right at the beginning of the boil for 60 minutes, and that gives it its bitterness. And the hops is actually a preservative that keeps like mold from growing inside the beer. And then about 40 minutes into the boil, we add another ounce of hops. That gives the hops the beer its flavor. That's actually what you taste on your tongue. And then right at the end, when we turn off the flame and let the beer sit and cool it down, we put in another ounce of hops, and that's what gives the beer its smell. Which is probably 90% of the flavor anyway.
Very nice.
And there it goes. We have about 6 gallons. We're probably going to lose about a gallon in the boil for an hour.
You're going to boil it for 1
Mine's a
hour?
lot foamier than I thought it would be.
For an hour you boil it?
Yeah.
Why do you have to boil it for an hour?
Sterilize it and to boil the hops in the beer to give it flavor.
Leo, look at Kathy.
That's the newest tester.
Leo. He wants some of these really bad. He's been asking. I'll save you that. Don't forget that. Did you
Okay.
All right. Goes on the burner.
As soon as I find the igniting guys.
Boom!
Make sure you get that off.
Get your face right down in there, Bob. Now we have to wait. Doing Mr. Science?
I just started the boil, so I got to turn it down real quick here.
Okay, ready?
Mmm.
We just started boiling, so I added the bittering hops. I just got to boil for 60 minutes. And every time it starts to flash up, I spray it with a little cold water. Then the boil goes right down. You really see how nicely that's boiling now in the collar. And it should just stay like this. And I started the timer. Anytime it starts to flash, you just squirt it.
Oh,
It's really starting to smell good.
this is Bob's secret for making the beer taste so good.
Sterilizer.
Sterilizer!
Iota 4.
Sterilizer!
Okay, right now I'm going to turn off the fire, and the wort's been cooking in here for an hour with the honey in it and all the hops. So at this point, I have to cool it down really quickly so all the proteins and stuff float down to the bottom and it clears the beer. So, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to turn off the fire. And I'm going to hook up the garden hose to this coil.
Oh
It's
my.
in the beer. It's been boiling. To sterilize it. Timer's going off in 1 hour. That water should be nice and warm. Ouch.
Ouch!
That water's very warm.
Did you get that on?
Cooling, cooling, cooling.
Cooling. Look at it in there. That's changing now as it's cooling down fast.
see if Leo likes the smell.
Smells good to me.
Yum, yum.
3 weeks later, you have your beer in the bottle, all fermented and ready for your enjoyment.
Oh,
Brought to you
thank
by Fatal Affliction.